What's good, everybody, and welcome back to the Winning Bucket. I'm Onin, that's Aaron, that's Mongab, and we are now in the finals. The finals is already set. We have the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics. But before that, Aaron, Mongab, the playoffs is almost finished. How did you feel about the playoffs?
The East was very boring. I'm gonna lie to you. And it's summer here in the Philippines, so I really watch the game. So I'm not a casual anymore. I watch game by game. I bet on those games. Yes, I am a proper person who bets on these games because it's gonna be boring if you don't. The East was so boring, but Celtics just won. But not gonna lie to you, the first game of the Pacers and Celtics that was very interesting and very entertaining. The rest was so boring. But the West, very competitive, highly competitive, and it was very fun. I like the West more, and I won more games in the West compared here to the East. Just a little fun fact. At some point, the Pacers had like a times five, so I bet like what 30 pesos, so that's what 150, and then I won another 30 pesos because I thought they would win. So don't bet on the Pacers ever again.
Against the Celtics? Or
I'm betting on the Celtics. Fuck that. That's only like 0.1 times 1. I ain't winning anything on that money.
playoffs? I gotta admit, it was fun. Without the Celtics, the East was competitive, especially that Pacers versus Knicks series was 7 games, and Pacers against a depleted Knicks. That was okay. The conference finals, okay, here's what I think about it. The 4-game sweep of the Pacers was not reflective of how competitive that series was. Like, games 1, 3, and 4 were close. So it was those were close games. So it was not a reflection of how competitive the series was because of how close the games were. But Pacers Celtics, give a big shout out to Andrew Nemhard who played his ass off during that conference final. It just showed that the during crunch time they just had so many turnovers, and especially Nemhard and I think also Siakam had turnovers in those fourth quarter crunch time.
Which, by the way, he did not do a single spin move. I was so impressed. If you know, you know. I really hated Siakam for doing the single spamming of spin moves since Toronto. So I was impressed. He actually did something different. Props to him.
He's got the Euro step now.
He does a Euro step. Yeah.
Under Nemhard, actually, people say, like, I've been hearing people say that he is like Jalen Brunson in Dallas, who just hasn't had his opportunity yet. Also, to shout out to TJ McConnell and to Obi Toppin for reintroducing themselves to the world.
As a betting person, fuck Obi Toppin, bro. He can't shoot a fucking 3, bro. He won't shoot a fucking 3. Tangin ng Obi Toppin, he won't shoot a 3. But good thing to see him though.
Anyway, for the West, so the conference finals, Mavs and Wolves. I don't know what happened to Cat, bro. Except for that game 4 performance.
Did you know? Since we're talking about conference finals, I bet 300 pesos on that to be a fucking sweep. By the way, plus 50 pesos that the score would go under 205. And what does context? Cardinal Towns had 5 fouls. Ant-Man had 5 fouls. Rudy Gobert had 5 fouls. Kyle Anderson had 3 fouls. Nas Reed had 2 fouls. So what do you do as a betting man in the second half? Even the Dallas Mavericks were down by just 5? You bet big money. You know why? It is clear that Dallas had it in the bag. The big man, the superstar, had 5 fucking fouls. So how much was the times if you're asking me? So 300 times 2. So I got 600. So that's okay with me. At least I walk home with another 300 when they win. Plus 50 pesos, which was times 3. So that's 150. So overall, around 900. I think. 200, yes. What does Karl Anthony Towns do? He shoots the first 3 in the top of the wing in the third quarter. Okay, I guess. And then Ant-Man read that play to the corner where Karl Anthony Towns hit that fucking corner 3. And they were up by what? 7, 8, 9, 10. I was like, fuck. Akong kwarta. However, if I was like, sige lang. At least if matalo ang Dallas, may makauwi ako ng 150. Okay, at this point, the score was still around 60 to 70. I really didn't care. 60 to 70, layo na masyado. Fourth quarter came before Carl Anthony Towns got fouled out. Nung Luka did his 3-point, then gone cat jump. He shot another top of the key 3 and putang ina mag-abot gyud 100 ang score wa. Around 80 na ang score noon. It was still 7 minutes into the game, so I prayed, dear God, okay na sana mo wala ng 300 basta may constellation prize pa rin ako. Ano magaling yung Luka in the last fucking second. Half court 3, bang, fouled by Ant-Man. So Ant-Man had already fucking, I was questioning kung di pa siya fouled out. So they were down by 4. Luka shot the 3, so shot 3 free throws, down by 1. You know what was the final score? Final score was 109 to something. So basically, I lost 450 pesos.
Damn, bro.
Gago sa kita ni Muro no eh. Saan na? Game 3?
The
Game 2?
Stars.
4-4.
Game 4.
Game 4.
Because Ant-Man had already 4 fouls. Cat 5. Gobert 5. Anderson 3.
Fall trouble nila.
Has 2. I expected Kyrie to foul bait those motherfuckers. There were some points where PJ Washington would drive, then Gobert would go like this, and then I would have, wait, foul man yan. Where the refs would not call his final fucking foul to graduate. I had
Derek Lively wasn't there. So
like there was at one point where Derek Jones he drove from the corner, and then again Gobert did that, and then he put his arms down, so it was clearly a foul. I don't think not a foul, I guess. So any person would be smart enough to bet, because if you saw the superstars, the star players of Minnesota with those 20 fouls, and it's still the third quarter, of course, it'd be a betting man nga. Yeah, you'd go for it. So I didn't know Kyrie has a low scoring night. It is what it is.
yeah.
Am I gonna do it again? Hell yeah, I'm gonna do it again.
Some
Kita ano eh. Go
I mean, something about that game. Derek Lively wasn't playing, so because he got that neck sprain, and when
But
bro,
Gafford
he
was
did
holding-
huge.
Gafford was holding his own. Gafford was holding his own against Cat.
okay, yeah,
He got 2 consecutive blocks. One first block, then inbound, then back to Cat,
Right.
then Gafford blocked that shit again.
damn, you remember those? You remember those plays?
Because of course, you would remember if you bet good money on that fucking game. Why would I watch Pacers and Boston Celtics na what? Mainti raw gipusta mo daw ang Celtics.
Wala lang eh. Ako kay during game 4, since Lively wala man si Lively, I had hope na PJ Washington would step up at least 15, 5 rebounds or ganyan good. Gago wala eh, ayun na eh. Gago
They had
pindi na
only
po.
1-3.
Oh,
1-3. That entire fucking game.
bay gago ay
yeah,
ay.
doing
Amok.
Dwight Powell had a really bad impact.
There's
on
no
that
reason why he
match.
doesn't play in the fucking games.
Yeah, right. And so was Tim Hardaway Jr. Was not that good. Although he was good in the second against OKC, but against the Wolves not so much.
Not so much.
Oh, you know who had a good impact on the Mavs? You know who else? Jaden Hardy.
He was
I don't guess I was.
yeah, he was good.
Yeah, he was alright. He had some good minutes and was actually providing more minutes than Tim Hardaway Jr.
Yeah, I was
Even
shocked.
Dante Exum was alright.
I was shocked that Tim Hardaway Jr. didn't get enough minutes or didn't get any minutes in the playoffs as
Yeah.
well. I was like, what the fuck?
I will not be. He might actually have minutes in this finals. So I'll get to that later. But Naz Reid, bro, that Naz Reid game, they lost that game. That game 2. If only he made that 3-pointer.
That man
Yeah.
didn't want to take the last shot.
Eh,
He ain't no son of
Yeah.
Michael Jordan.
by Pacquiao nang unsa by game 2 by gago. I remember jud ako ng game 2 by kay like all
See?
naga-parlay lang ko like player bet good bet builder naga-parlay lang ko per game kay langanin gud ang mga games no, so especially sa West kay di ka kabalo kin sa sure man daw sa game 1 game 2 game 3 ana, so nag-parlay lang ko kay sure po parlay gago 5 points na lang kulang ni PJ Washington o Karl Anthony Towns sa 7 minutes remaining fourth quarter. I was like, gago, ipasulod good siyon sa si Towns kay 5 points na lang good, 5 points. Gago, wala nagipasulod. Anak ko, gago. Nang samok ko kay Nazrin, kay nainit man siya. Anak ko, dapat kay Nazrin, nang kunipusta, nang putang, 50 pesos to 50K. Hapit ba? Hapit yun ba? Hapit yun ba? 5 points na lang ni Towns. If masulod pa siya, kaya pagundog 5 points ba? Ang PJ Washington, pakyo niya, floater niya, airball, butay, waa sa gago. 4 minutes, 5 minutes to, fourth quarter. Anak ko, gago. Tapos gipasa siya sa corner 3, I think last 3 minutes. Gi-miss pa dun niya. Anak ko, wala na ni. Gago. Bro, 50 pesos to 50K ba? Hapit na kayo ba? Gago, nang lagot ko game to. Hindi ko pista ng game to. Yawa mo ng game to sa Minnesota. Sa Dallas.
Currently said, third quarter, I'm gonna sit this one out. I ain't playing no more.
Boy, ako gago. Kaya mo to. Samuko.
Coach.
Why did he not play in the court? I have no idea.
Kaya
I mean,
Tapos,
I don't know it them. Mo gani nag-question sa mga commentators, why is Karl Anthony Towns in the bench tapos di siya foul trouble and everything. Then Gobert was like playing bad defense as well.
Him like
speaking of Gobert, I really do not like when he touches the ball. Like pick and roll. Now what? He's like
I mean, he would trust Derek Lively more than Rudy Gobert in the offense.
But if I can't even catch a lob, you have to bring it up, then down, then swipe it, pop, then turnover. Doesn't want to catch, then dunk the shit. I have no idea why he doesn't want to do it.
Then one thing is crazy sa last game 5 ata to na gina-postin nila or ginahatag nila sa post si Gobert. Anak ko, what the fuck? Why would you give him ball in the post? Bro, he ain't got no
Luka, because they want him to post against Luka. And
kato lang nung nakabawi siya.
Like,
for the rest, wala na.
They want switch with Luka guarding him and play like you're Karl Malone.
This is why he sent other NBA players hate Rudy Gobert so much. Like even those who are fucking retired, Shaq, Draymond Green, and then fired Twitter hate Rudy Gobert so much because he has no bag. Like not even a single 1, 2, or a drop step. Then like I can like he's gonna fucking touch the ball. He's not gonna do anything with this. Like there's nothing. Everybody can read it from a million ways that he is not doing anything with his fucking ball. Yeah, he may be the best offensive center right now, but offensively, he needs he needs to do shit.
He needs help, bro. He needs help.
Right. I mean, one last thing about this conference finals for me. I want to give a shout out to Jamal Crawford for
he called that
calling the
shit.
Luka shot.
He called that shit.
Yeah, bro.
I saw,
what did I tell you? Like,
I saw
Huh?
that
what?
I saw that live, like kasi sa stream ko, kasi may isang stream na di siya good yung TNT, so naging katon na stream. Katon na stream
The
so,
alternate stream. Yeah.
Tapos I was like, gago, unsa man ni? Tapos last 4 minutes ang good kay nag-crash tong TNT at last 2 minutes ata so nag-crash yung TNT, so nitanaw ko ato. I was like, gitawa din Jamal Crawford ba? Ano ko, gago. Oh, fuck.
Yeah, bro. What did I tell you? I think Channing Frye was the other one, right?
Channing Frye
was Channing Frye.
Tapos si
Yeah, so what Channing Frye thought was Chris Haynes.
Chris Haynes.
What Channing Frye said was that it was a lob to Derek Lively. But Jamal Crawford said step back, Luka, one. Step back by Luka and one leg.
Called it. Bang. Cash it easily.
As soon as he shot it, what did I tell you? Like, bro's a time traveler. But yeah, though that's it for me for a preview.
Bro, like
preview summary.
Matawag man ni muna kay if you watch Luka games, he does that shit.
He does that shit.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
Every game winner, he does that shit. Rookie Luka on the court of he does that shit.
He does
on that one random Thursday evening, he does that shit.
Yeah.
It's the only same move.
It's a common Luka game winner shit. So yeah, for me, conference finals, East, didn't watch. I watched, nagtanaw good go, pero not that much na murag nagtutok jud kay like I know Boston is going to win kasi especially game 3 and 4 na walang Tyrese Haliburton, and like I think you will like, you know, hope for
I
as a
mean, those
betting,
players stepped up though. Yeah.
as a betting man, you hope for TJ McConnell to step up. It
Yeah.
turned out to be Nembhard. So, you
Yeah,
lose
hard.
again with builder. So, tangin ang with builder na yan. So, like, I'm happy and happy for what Pacers accomplished. It is a good season for them. They reached, no one expected them to reach this far in the playoffs, but they reached this far and they're going to be good. So, they have a bright future, especially they have Pascal Siakam still there. So, it's going to be a bright future for them. So, Boston advances. We'll talk about Boston later. Let's go with the Minnesota and the Dallas. It was a fun series, very fun series. Expected it to reach 7, didn't, but it is what it is. Luka destroyed the motherfuckers, bro. Luka cooked all of them, bro. So yeah, Luka, we all know Luka, how good Luka is. So he destroyed that thing. Ant-Man had a bad series, not really called it, but he had a very bad series. But it is what it is. Luka is now going to his first finals. Kyrie in his fourth finals.
Fourth.
Yeah,
Yeah, four. But his first one was, remember that first one was when he got injured. So yeah, you would count that. So
yeah. Still count it. So it will be fourth. Tapos,
yeah,
Jason Kidd in his first finals as a coach. First finals as a coach.
yeah. I remember. I don't know how many times he went as a player.
Tatum finals as second time. Second?
Second.
Yeah, second.
Second. Yeah. Second. Yeah.
Drew second as well. So excited to see this Dallas and Boston series. So now let's give us a quick preview on the finals. What are your quick previews or studies before we will give us our predictions? So before we continue, we'll give a quick summary on the season series. Boston won series 2-0. They last played on March 1, 110 to 138. That was with Porzingis in it. Luka averaged
Who watched that game in person?
35, 15, and 12. Then Tatum averaged in those two games 35.5 points per game, 9.5 rebounds per game, and 4 assists per game. In their last 4 games in the season, Boston swept them from 2023 to 2024. Boston won their first game this season. First game pre-trade deadline without Porzingis, which was 119 to 110. Mongab got the chance to watch it personally. It is in the channel right here. So Mongab, what is your prediction? And who do you think would win? And what is your preview for this game?
I'll start my preview because we know. I mean, let's go with what most people think. So what I look forward most in this series is two of the next generation's superstars. It's Luka versus Tatum. You know, these two are, how those people debate on Twitter, and how much people think this guy is better than the other, and this guy tries to prove it, and that's one of them. The other one is Kyrie Irving versus Boston, because when I was there, and I mean, there were so many fans who were so pissed at him. Like this guy sitting beside me that guy who sat beside me kept screaming, "Get Kyrie sucks," and keeps screaming at Kyrie, and there was also a Dallas Mavericks fan behind me who tried to protect him. So there's still animosity within Kyrie Irving and Boston. I also saw on my timeline the other day that Celtics fans should just move on with Kyrie, and I think that's the best option. So
Kyrie will not move on with the Boston Celtics, I tell you that.
yeah, right. I mean, Celtics fans just get over it over with. Porzingis in Dallas is okay. He got traded. So one thing to take out of this here, who will guard Luka? It's not gonna be Drew Holiday and Derek White. When I watched that game, they cannot guard him. Drew Holiday switch on him, the size. Luka's too big for him. So Luka and I don't know, Drew and Derek White are gonna switch on Kyrie Irving. So because that's who they can guard, and yeah, Mavs are big, bro. Like Derek Lively and Daniel Gafford are gonna be huge problem for them if. So that's why the Celtics here need Kristaps Porzingis, because they won't be able to win. Because Mavs would just take the size, take advantage of their size and the lobs. 'Cause if Porzingis is not there, I'm talking with the assumption that Porzingis is gonna play. So because the Celtics need him to win, because like the only one I could think of is the Celtics big aside from Al Horford is just Luke Cornett, who hasn't had good production, and Xavier Tillman is not that tall. And surprisingly, we saw minutes from this was the Pacers. They had minutes from O'Shea Brissett, but he might not play in the finals. They need a big, so it's gonna be Cornett and Porzingis and Al Horford as the bigs for the Celtics. For the Mavs, I'm gonna expect minutes from Tim Hardaway Jr. because for whatever reason they're gonna make him ready, and maybe he might, because he's gonna have a better series this time. So they might play him. Jason Tatum needs that signature moment in the finals. I don't even think. No. He needs it. He's never done it in
I'm gonna clip that
2022.
shit.
Yeah, he actually needs it because they need to win. Because 22 NBA Finals, he had nothing. I mean, he was mostly Jaylen Brown. Even in the conference finals, he had a good game 3. But this time, he actually needs to. Remember that time when he had 46 against Milwaukee, something like that, or even at 51 against Philadelphia, something like that. He needs that in his finals. He needs to do that not only to win, but also to cement his legacy. It's another thing. So this is the time to prove it. With that being said, this is actually, so who is gonna win here? That is not an easy decision. I'd say Celtics in 7, because again, I will not be surprised if Mavs win in 2, but this is not an easy decision. I'd say Celtics win here 7 games. You need to have a better team around you. I think the Celtics have a better team. You can say Luka and Kyrie are the better duo, but Tatum and Brown have the better team surrounding them. Again, this is with the assumption that Porzingis plays. If Porzingis doesn't play, I'd say Mavs in 7. But I'm assuming he will play. So I'd say Celtics in 7. And again, this is not an easy decision.
I was watching Dunk 2K before this, so at least I had some notes to watch. The two backcourts of Dallas Mavericks are certified killers, Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. So even if you put Drew, Derek White on them in a one-on-one setting, the backcourt of the Dallas Mavericks will surely win. It really matters on what PJ Washington will do. Derek Lively, especially a rookie going to the finals, like name another rookie who've done that, like a starter for this NBA finals. No one. There are, but it's really rare in this position.
I mean, it's just Derek Lively is not really a starter. He just comes off the bench as a role player. So
still the third most important player in the freaking Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the entire role players of the Dallas Mavericks, because the two backcourts, they can just do their thing. I think it was one of the commentators, Ben Gundy, said that Kyrie is resting. That's why he's not going super crazy right now for the past few series. But in this one, in the finals, this is where he has to pop off and go crazy. Go Uncle Drew. It just really depends. So I'm going with Dallas, but I do not want to say it will be an easy game, knowing that the Boston Celtics have every personnel that they need to win. So especially Tatum, if he decides to actually go and drive and realize that he's 6'8" and not fucking Kobe Bryant, then the Boston Celtics will surely win. But I'm going with Dallas here. Everybody's rooting for Dallas right now because everybody fucking hates the Boston Celtics unless you're a Boston Celtics fan. If you're asking what number, Dallas in 7.
I'll give you my preview kasi hours before we started the episode, I was watching games. I was also like looking at stats and everything. All I can say is that the X factor for this finals game will all depend on the 3-point shot. The 3-point shot is the X factor in this game. We know if you look at the stat sheets or the team comparisons in the playoffs, Boston is leading in 3 points made and 3 points attempted, while Dallas is top 3 in 3 points made and top 5 in 3 points attempted. So the 3 points will be an X factor in this game because they are averaging 13 to 15 3-point shots made per game in order for them to win. So this will be a big thing, especially if you watch Boston games. If you are going for Dallas, you really wish and hope that their 3-point shots won't go in kasi they are like averaging 50, 40 3-point shots attempted per game. So you as a Dallas Maverick fan, or like if you go for Dallas, you really wish and hope that they won't make shots because Boston always tries to go for a 3-point shot and they are always playing 5 out. That's the problem right now, or that's the problem I have with Dallas right now, is that the 5 out. There's no Porzingis, so Al Horford will be one of the biggest X factors in this game. Kasi if you look at the bigs, if you look at the direction of Dallas throughout going to the finals, they always face a big man that is inside the paint, not a big man who goes outside the paint. So if you look at first round, you have the Clippers, which is Zubac. You have Gafford and Lively in the paint who can guard him. So that's easy. If also you have PJ Tucker, we don't mind about PJ Tucker. You have PJ Washington guarding that guy, so it's easy.
Me and my gang don't care about PJ Tucker.
Yeah, we don't. He's already too old, so we don't care. Next game is you have Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren stays in the paint. So you have Lively, you have Gafford. They can do that. They can guard that. Next, against Minnesota, you have Gobert. So Gobert always stays in the paint because you don't have bag outside the paint. So that's the thing. You go against Boston, who are like centers who go outside the paint. You go outside the perimeter. You need their center. If you're Dallas, you need Lively. You need Gafford to be ready in that perimeter or outside game. Because the Boston Celtics always do the 5 out. The number one thing is the 5 out. So, you know how good they're also deadly in 3. You know how good they are in the isolation offense. That's the thing. If you give it to Jaylen Brown, he can ISO. You have Drew Holiday, he can ISO. Derek White, you can ISO. You have Jason Tatum, who's one of the best ISO players in the league right now. So, like, that's the thing for Boston. 5 out ISO. And one of the problems with Dallas is they don't have a good defensive isolation defenders, except for like Derek Jones Jr. Because Luka doesn't defend good in ISO, as also Tatum doesn't good defend in ISO. You also have Kyrie, who's a good, very excellent ISO player, but defensively, isolation, not that good. They played good defense against the ISO. They played good defense with Boston, against Minnesota, but we really hope that they can replicate that same defense against the Boston Celtics, who is like one of the best teams in the league right
Beat
now.
that 2018 Rockets where they shot 27 threes, miss every shit. Please. Please.
Yeah. So like the space also of Boston is excellent, but yeah, you really wish and hope that they won't make shots because the shots will be very difficult. And if while watching the games, the seasons when they played, it's like Kyrie is like having a hard time to go defensively. So that's one thing you need to take note of, because Kyrie is like goes for like 9 of 20, 9 of 25 in the field against Boston. So that's why Luka is always the one taking over. He will go for like 25, but he will have a hard time going to get that number. So that's the one thing for Dallas to take note of. And you know how good defensively they are. They have three defenders, and I think number one who will guard Luka is Jaylen Brown. He couldn't properly guard Luka because no one could guard Luka. Because you all know how good Luka is, but he will try his best to do it, or
A
else
better match.
yeah,
He's a better match. There you go. Sorry.
either a better match against Tatum, kasi Tatum is very bad in isolation, and you know Luka is one of the best in ISO players. He showed that when he hit the step back three. Kyrie, you have Drew Holiday and Derek White, Aaron's Finals MVP, to you know Conference Finals MVP. I mean to like go on rotation.
Yeah.
Those three people will be the thing that Dallas will have a problem on, but they still have 1 week to prepare for that. So really hope they can adjust and do well on that so that it will be a good matchup. But yes, for me, I need their bigs, Lively and Gafford, to really step out of the paint and go out and guard Al Horford or maybe Porzingis if he returns. So that's the thing we need. That's the thing that Dallas needs. Their big man to go out the paint and go out. But they also need to adjust kasi the cutters in Boston, remember the four, Tatum, Brown, Drew, Derek White, they're all good cutters. So you need to watch out for that backdoor, I mean. So it will be tough, it will be fun, but I hope it will be a good playoff series and a good final series that we can hope to remember in the next coming years. But I have Boston in 6 with this one. I have
6?
Boston in 6
Okay.
with this one. I was going for Dallas kasi I like Luka winning it. I like to see Kyrie getting his revenge on Boston, even though it will be like a wonderful ending to the story. But I think with everything, with how I studied it and everything I read, it goes to Boston. It goes to Boston for me. But the good thing about these playoffs that I enjoyed is that the parity in this one. You don't know like how hard you study, how
See.
hard you research. You will get it wrong all the time. Like this is the first playoffs ata. Kasi like last year natama man ako halos tanan. Like we almost got everything correct. But like this playoffs, it was difficult. It's very difficult. So like this is one of the best playoffs we had, parity. Think so. But yeah, we might end this one with Boston going for their 18th title and going
And they're
surpassing,
gonna actually surpass the Lakers now.
yeah, surpassing the
No.
Lakers now.
Yeah.
LeBron
This is why the entire universe is against Boston Celtics.
So
I mean, it would be nice to have a Lakers. Go, sorry.
yeah, so I have Boston in 6. So whatever happens, if this is all correct, what is the good thing about the playoffs? Whatever you study, however long you
Yeah.
take it, sometimes it will be wrong. So yeah, I have Boston in
Motherfucker,
6.
we have to be fucking right because we're gonna put some fucking money on this. Me, personally,
Me too.
I do not encourage betting. I do not encourage it. Me, personally, I study this shit so I can have money this summer. Because why? We are broke motherfuckers with no summer jobs. So, this is the only way I get my money.
Speaking about that 18th banner, it would have been nice to see Lakers and Celtics in the final soon. For the 18th banner, but it ain't happening.
It ain't happening.
It happened.
Especially with the Fred Rakers roster and the way fucking the GM handles that shit. It ain't happening.
Yeah.
So before we move on, who is your finals MVP?
Luka. Because we vote for Dallas. We're going Luka.
Ikaw man, Dallas, pansad ka mo, no?
See,
Boston ka.
no, I said Boston 7.
Boston ka.
So it's again, I'm hoping for the signature game from Jason Tatum. If he gets that, which I think he will, I will have him as the Finals MVP.
Tatum.
Jason Tatum. Yeah.
Ako sa Tatum Finals MVP. Pero yeah, that's the thing we need to watch. If they lock down the 3-point, lockdown ng Dallas ang 3-point, the only thing with Dallas is they're number 20 in defense eh. So I don't know if they could handle it. But if they played good defense like with how they handled with Anthony Edwards, Mike Conley, and Jaden McDaniels from 3, if they could manage that one, they're going to take games, bro. And they might possibly win it all. So yeah. I have Boston, Tatum in this one.
Well, I'm worried about Dallas Mavericks guy Luka getting tired. Heck, just the reason why Rudy Gobert posted Luka in the fucking first place. Look at like that's how he just plays defense. Like he just accepts the banging and then reaches
I
if he
mean,
can reach the ball. Then,
there was a time in Game 3 when Luka just pulled the chair.
yeah,
Yeah.
he was so fucking lazy to play actual defense. Not lazy, tired to play defense. That can have your fucking points. Let me just score
And he
three
pulled
real
the chair.
quick. Yeah, especially for Boston Celtics. Yes, undeniably their defense is amazing, and that's what. Even though Luka could just score on your fucking head like it's nothing, stamina is still a major player. This motherfucker drank beer after celebrating. It shows that how much he really cares about his fucking body, especially in. But I do not doubt his ability to score. It's just his stamina, to how long endurance, and how long he will last. That's all.
Yeah, that's the thing I hope that Dallas or like Boston will not do is that ibabad nila to the max ang players nila like what Denver did with Jokic in their last game. That made
Motherfucker was
them
not gonna
lose.
play the fourth quarter.
That made them lose their series. So that's what I hope, that they won't babad kayo, like they will give them time to rest. So yeah, so that will be a good finals game. Napumayad?
I mean, I don't think it's an issue for compared to Denver, where it's an issue where the non-Jokic minutes like they struggle with. I don't think the Celtics have a problem with the non-Tatum minutes, and I also don't think the Mavericks have a what do you call it, a problem with the non-Luka minutes, since the Mavericks when Luka's not there, they always have Kyrie. When the Celtics, when Tatum is not there, they have Drew Holiday and Jalen Brown. So I don't think that has been a problem for them compared to how it has been a problem for the Nuggets if Jokic is not playing. So, which is good.
Game 1 prediction.
Game 1
Dallas.
prediction. What's your game 1 prediction?
Dallas. Because the
Yeah.
Mavericks will be so. The Boston Celtics will be so. We chill. We chillin'. That's their problem. They think they're chill. Look at game 1 of the Pacers. They were so chill. They had to do a miraculous game tying 3-pointer by Brown.
They're lucky.
Game
They're
1,
lucky to win.
according to Van Gundy again, is how the game set, how the tone of the playoffs will be. And if the Boston Celtics will take off their foot off the gas, like they always do in previous series, Dallas is gonna go for the throat, undeniably.
In that game 1 against Indiana, the fourth quarter was just Drew Holiday. And either Drew Holiday or Derek White. No Jason Tatum, not Jalen Brown. Although Jalen Brown was the one who tied the game at the end of regulation, and the one who forced the turnover on Siakam. And Jason Tatum just showed up in overtime. But yeah, again, the fourth quarter was only Drew Holiday. So first quarter, no, not for sure. First game of this NBA Finals. I think it'll be a statement game from the Celtics that they are really going for it. I say this goes to Boston. So game 1, and the crowd is gonna be electric.
Ako kay Boston said go. First game. I don't know first half. Kinsa mo dog first half.
I don't wanna bet on the first half kay finals jitters. This is the first time finals for the Mavericks, except Kyrie. And this is the first time for other players in Boston except Tatum Brown and Derek White and Al Horford and
Holiday,
the rest.
Drew Holiday.
And Drew. Only Porzingis but he's not gonna really play. But yeah.
Off the bench lang siguro.
Yeah.
Start off the
Anyways.
bench. Hinay lang.
Yeah.
You go.
Finals jitters will definitely happen in the first half. In the second half, where the third quarter matters the most, because that's how the tone is set always. especially for a team that shoots 3 pointers.
Mm-mm. Instead, they shoot a lot of three. Like 40, 50 threes per game. It's crazy.
Please be like the Rockets.
So like,
Please
kung mag-bet builder
be like
ka,
the
hope for at least 2-3 points naka-shot sila, or like mag-bet ra kag 3 points tanan na ma-shot.
Please
Oo.
be like the Rockets.
Gago.
Damn,
Break 30
I'm
minutes.
praying on their downfall.
People like to watch Kyrie win eh. Kasi like after all the things he experienced, like people want to see Kyrie win again. Also want to see Luka
This was
win.
our
And
same.
Curry is
This is the same shit we were talking about CP3 when he was in finals. We wanted to see CP3 win because this is his
yeah right.
moment. He's finally in the
Yeah.
finals. And look what happened.
Milwaukee.
Choker. Choker.
Yeah, right. I mean, he's going up against the same guy. It's Drew Holiday. That's knocked away and stolen by Holiday. I'm really hoping that we can have that something like that in this playoff. That signature
A
moment
moment.
in the finals. Like
A moment
last
where you
year,
have to recreate fucking 2K.
I don't remember what. I don't really know if there was anything like that last year since the games were not really close. I mean, the games were close, but there wasn't like a big moment that happened last year in Denver.
In Denver, they were just playing smart basketball. And
Right.
Aaron Gordon got
It was just
here.
It wasn't just like that one signature moment like that Drew Holiday steal that lob to Giannis,
Yeah.
or that LeBron block on Andre Iguodala, or that Ray Allen 3-pointer in against San Antonio.
What about Steph
It wasn't
Curry
like that
winning his
last year.
first finals MVP? That's an iconic
All
moment.
right, even that final had a signature moment when he hit the 3-pointer and pointed to this ring. That was a signature moment of that finals. Last year there wasn't really one, but I'm hoping there's gonna be one this year. Whatever happens, whether it's Drew Holiday again, whether it's Jason Tatum
Daniel
or
Gafford.
Luca hitting the Derek Lively
Daniel Gafford.
as a rookie.
Daniel Gafford signature moment. Okay Ramon? Finals.
Luka drives in, kicks out to Gafford. He's Troy Burner. Bye! Bye!
Gago.
Dallas up by 3.
Or
Don't be-
block or chase down block by Derek Lively on and Derek White in a fast break.
Battle of Derek.
Uh,
Wala inside.
yeah, the Battle of Derek. There's two of them in Dallas, and there's one in Boston. Just difference. One of them just has
Do
a
you
different
think there will
spelling.
be anybody that will go for 50 in this series?
Luka and Tatum. Yan both.
Yeah,
Who will go for 50?
either one of
and
them.
Tatum. Kyrie pwede, pero let's say plus 20
He's
ang
not,
odds.
My parlay is that somebody gonna score 50 here.
Oo.
Because usually the guy who scores 50 is the, oh shit, this is the dog and they're winning.
Abi, ganin ako tong last game, game 5, 50 si Luka, wala man. He chill.
Nah, he's
Laki, ano man.
chilling.
Lako naman ang lamang, so
Oh,
there's no
yeah.
need for him to play
No
that.
need.
And nawala na yung aggressiveness pagka third quarter.
Oo.
Chilling.
Chill na siya eh.
Right.
So those are our preview and predictions for the NBA Finals. We cannot wait to see what happens in the finals. The finals will happen on June 7th, Philippine time, June 6th in US time. So we can't wait to watch this one. Alright? We'll see you all soon. I'm Onin, that's Aaron, that's Mongab. We're the winning bucket. Shout out Darkwing, Fry Up, Routine Bites. We'll see you all soon. Peace.